Alright, internet. So I'm doing the clutch pedal assembly bracket. As you can see, I didn't do a very good job grinding the old welds out. But I ordered a new one, so now I'm just waiting. They don't tell you, unless you read the reviews on like CJ Pony parts, but your clutch pedal rod needs to be welded in. So after you press or grind or whatever else you do, you have to weld it to the back of your clutch pedal. And then I'll probably fix the little, where the spring, because it was missing the bushing. But they don't tell you, that needs to be welded. And they don't tell you that the bushings go in the clutch pedal, or the brake pedal rather, that they provide. I thought it went somewhere else, or said the kit I'm talking about is the needle bearing kit upgrade that CJ Pony Parts has. But the bushing that was inside the brake was garbage, and it's a full piece. The one they provide are those little cap things. But either way, mine was wore through. Both of them. I'm not even sure where this one came from. It fell out. But there was a stud and all that good stuff in there that I did. Oh, and the spring. So the factory spring that comes, I don't know if it makes any difference, but the coil pack is a little longer. I don't think it matters really much. But, and then you have these little bushings. So, not 100% sure in the video that Auto Resto Mod guys did, but they don't always seat. Like, I'm gonna file down a little bit, but this one doesn't really seat well. Nor does the one on that one, because that's factory and it doesn't look as deep as this one. See, again, it doesn't really seat well. So I don't know if there's filing or aftermarket is the one that it sits for. But to get in there, you got to take a lot of parts together. I did not take the steering wheel or any of that steering column off. It probably would have been better. And as they said, let me get a flashlight. As they said in the video, or later on, that you should probably take that e-brake cable out, because there's not a whole lot of room between said steering column and that, and your vent, because it is really tight up in there to get the pedal assembly. As you can see, I kind of scratched my steering column up. I unplugged the wires, undid that, but it is a pain in the butt because the limited amount of room in there to get around the wires. I did take my instrument cluster partially out, started the label, but it's going to be too much of a pain in the butt to figure out where all the wires were going and all that. I'm going to probably take the e-brake bracket off and the vent to get the full pedal assembly, because to take it out, I basically took the clutch pedal out and brake pedal out, and then pulled it out all separately. But again, they don't really tell you what kind of a pain in the butt it is to get it out in one meal deal. And again, whoever had the car before me used the cotter key, which broke off just like it did in the video. That makes it a pain in the butt, especially when you're under the under the car, but you're supposed to use this pin, and then they give you the washers, which they don't really tell you where it's supposed to go. I'm pretty sure it goes on either side of the brake to make sure it's secure in there. And then of course your needle bearings, bushings, you come outward. But again, I messed mine up, so I'm ordering a new one. The studs that I had in here, you can reuse. But again, all that, they don't really tell you much. So that's what I got going on right now. Thanks.